One second, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get this shared on here. Let me just go ahead. Give me 1 second, guys. Make sure we're live. And it looks like we're live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to XFL week number 3 picks. Definitely going to be an interesting week for sure. Last week, though, I did much better. I did better than last week. I went 1-3 last week. I mean, the week before. This week, week 2, went 2-2. I got both Sunday games right with the Roughnecks and the Renegades winning, but unfortunately, the Vipers game and this Dragons game, I predicted to be the lowest scoring game. Unfortunately, Vipers couldn't get it done at the very end, and the Guardians got completely crushed. So, yeah, unfortunately, there's not much I could do with those games. But the good thing is, there's a whole new week. Time to go 4 on my record for XFL Pick'ems is 3-5 right now. So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get back into the swing of things. Go over week 2, some of the high notes. The Guardians looked absolutely terrible. I thought their defense was going to be great, but Cardell Jones completely wrecked that Guardians defense up. It wasn't even close. And the Dragons barely got past the Vipers, but the Vipers, unfortunately, are looking pretty weak right now. But there's still plenty of XFL left. But so far this week, it doesn't look good for them. The Dallas Renegades look like a very strong team, especially with Landry Jones at the helm, even though Landry Jones had a rough start. And finally, PJ Walker is right now the frontrunner for MVP, and he's been looking great so far. And speaking of PJ Walker, we got the Houston Roughnecks at the Tampa Bay Vipers. This game is in Tampa. It is Tampa's first home game of the season. The Roughnecks are favored by 6 points. Who do I got and why? I got to be honest here, guys. Even though Aaron Murray was out last week, the Vipers did somewhat look decent offense, but the problem is their turnovers are killing them. They're one of the worst teams in regards to turnovers. And the Roughnecks right now, led by PJ Walker, are just absolutely incredible right now. Their offense just looks way too good. They blew up the battle. They played very well against the Battlehawks, and I expect them to play well against the Vipers here. I'm sorry, I just don't see the Vipers winning this one. I just really can't. And even though I would love to see the Vipers win, I just don't see it happening. I got Houston here. I got to be honest. Houston, I think, will blow out the Vipers. I'm going to say 41-17. I don't think this game's going to be close at all. I think the Tampa Bay Vipers are – it's not the problem is their offense. It's just there's just not much really to like about the Vipers right now. And I think it's going to take them a while before they can really get things going. So, yeah. At least they might have a chance next week. We'll see. But it's going to be rough for them because the Vipers, they got to play the 2 top teams in the league, the DC Defenders and the Roughnecks. Maybe have a chance week 5. They'll have a chance. And maybe against the Battlehawks, they'll have a chance. But it's going to be tough. Maybe they can get past it, but right now, it's not looking good for the Vipers. And I think that this is going to be a rough one. The game is on Saturday, by the way, ABC, if you guys did not see the title. But, yeah, Roughnecks should win this game pretty convincingly. Then up next is the next Saturday game at 5 p.m. Eastern on Fox is the Dallas Renegades against the Seattle Dragons. This game is in Seattle. Dallas, though, is the favorite by 4.5 points. Who do I got and why? The Renegades looked like the offense we knew they thought they were. And they looked very strong against the Wildcats, and I think that their offense is going to be mainly based on the run. That's what Boss Zeus does. That's what his great offense does. So I expect the Renegades to completely run it down the Dragons' throats, and I don't think the Dragons are going to get a win this time. They got lucky against the Vipers. That's not going to happen this time around against a more competent quarterback with Landry Jones and the running back duo Lance Dunbar, Cameron Artis-Payne. It's going to be tough to stop them. So give me the Renegades here. I'm going to say final score 37-24. Give me the Renegades. Then we have the next game on the list. One game that could be interesting. It's going to be the New York Guardians and the St. Louis Battlehawks. This game is on Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. This is in St. Louis. The St. Louis Battlehawks are 7.5-point favorites, so who do I got and why? Well, even though the Guardians got completely blown out, they dominated the first week, they got blown out the second week. What's going to happen this week? I don't know. This is going to be a rough one, though, for the Guardians. Coming off a loss like that, Matt LaGloin looked absolutely terrible, and this is going to be a rough game for them. But I think the Battlehawks with Jordan Ta'amu is going to be much better, and I think that they're going to be a lot better in regards to offense. But the Battlehawks, I think, are just a better team right now. I think they played very well against the Roughnecks, kept it very close. It was very close. So I thought they were going to win for the last minute, but the Houston Roughnecks held on. So I think the Battlehawks are the better team here, and I think that we'll get the win. I don't think the game will be as close as everyone says it is, but I don't think this will be a blowout, but I think it'll be close. I'm going to say St. Louis wins 28-20. I'm going to say 28-21. Give me the Battlehawks to win. Then finally, the last game on the list, the DC Defenders at the LA Wildcats. This is on Sunday at 6 p.m. on Fox Sports 1. This game is in Los Angeles, and the Defenders are a 7-point favorite. God, this is just going to be a tough one to pick, personally. Cardale Jones, though, has proven himself to be a very good quarterback, along with PJ Walker. Cardale Jones has been playing excellent. The DC Defenders are more of a pass-happy offense, and I definitely think that they're going to play a lot better compared to the Wildcats. The Wildcats, though, they're keeping games close. They just can't get the job done, unfortunately. And I think that the DC Defenders are coming off a strong game where they completely shut out the Guardians. And I don't think they'll shut them out again, but I think that the DC Defenders are going to play a lot better. The Wildcats will definitely be interesting as well. So I'm going to give it to DC. LA and Tampa Bay are probably the two worst teams right now, and it's going to be tough for them to win because they're both in really bad spots here. Give me the DC Defenders over the Wildcats. I'm going to say 42-28. 42-28, give me the DC Defenders. And I definitely think that they've been playing, I've definitely been thinking that the games are definitely a lot better, that's for sure. I definitely think the XFLs continue to get better, and they will definitely get better, that's for sure. The games have been getting better each and every week. I know they had another good game, especially the DC Defenders at home had another great drawing of the viewership. So we'll see what happens here. The Vipers and Wildcats right now, it's going to be tough to see them come back. But right now it's going to be Houston and Dallas are probably the top two teams right now. And Houston, DC, and Dallas are probably top three. And it's going to be tough to see them lose these games. But Battlehawks are definitely another interesting team to look at too. So that's pretty much my thoughts here for week number 3 of the XFL season. Comment and let me know down below what are your XFL week 3 picks. With that being said, see you guys later. Stay awesome. Have a great night. Let's go Vipers. Maybe we could pull off the upset, but we'll see. I doubt, though. Let's just have a good XFL season, though.